Hey, what's going on? It's Joey Myers from the Hitting Performance Lab. Alright, what's up, Mikey? Let's take a look at your swing we filmed last night. I have a couple. Now, this is the one your dad was talking about where he saw you kind of popping up a little bit because he was manning the camera, so he had this good view and angle to be able to see this. For me, pitching in front of you, I have a hard time seeing this. But you looked okay off the tee and soft toss. But once we went live, we started to do a couple different things. Now, you had, out of probably the 8 different swings that we put on film, it was a mix of this type of swing. This was about maybe 40% of it, and 60% was actually pretty good. And your takes were actually really good. I'm going to see if I can find a take in here and show you how far your stride foot was getting on weighting that bat. Now, this is a good one. There was a mix. Our stride is not consistent yet, so I want you to keep working that Babe Ruth drill between the Babe Ruth drill and your regular stance. And I want you to set these balls up, these markers, just like this. And I want you to get this front foot either in line, like the middle of your front foot in line with this front marker, or just slightly in front of the front marker. Because it seems like every swing that you get there, your body tends to do what it's supposed to do. Whereas when you stop it short, you've done that on a couple of these in here, you started to compensate other ways. But this is one of the ones where your dad was saying you look like you were standing up. Now look, everything looks okay. Doesn't look too rushed. Doesn't look rushed at all. And look how relaxed your front foot is. Just kind of dangling there, which I like. Nice and relaxed. And then you set down. I would have liked to see this foot get a little bit farther, but your middle foot is slightly behind the marker. I'd like to see you out here a little bit more, because it looks like you could have gone a little bit more. It looks like you're just stopping it too soon. So get it out there. Get consistent with getting your foot out there every single time. I want that foot to be in the same spot on every single pitch, whether it's a take, whether it's whatever. I want to see that foot consistently getting down in the same position. Okay, so from here, our turn looks really good. We talked about the box drill a long time ago, but just for reference reason, this box stays pretty good through our turn. Now, we were working overspeed on this day, overspeed drill, and our timing, the red light, green light on our timing. But as you can see, you're kind of standing up. This is what Dad was talking about, where you're standing up, boom, we kind of lifted right at the last second. Looks like we're tilting back. So instead of, we did our spine posture test, where I had you stand and get in a good brace position, stick your arm out with your fingers, and I tried to bend your arm. And we did that test the other day. Now this is what I'm talking about. Is what I see is I kind of see actually I don't know if I'm going to use my straight line maker. We're kind of seeing a reverse C position. You see that? So we're kind of getting a little bit of this kind of pattern where it's like a backward C with our body, and we don't want to be doing that. We want to make sure that your tailbone and your spine, everything going nice and straight. And do that again. So nice and straight through the top of your head, and how everything's kind of going in this way here with this swing. But as you'll notice, this is only 40% of the swings I caught on video. Okay, and that's why we're not hitting it quite as hard and as consistent. So first of all, we got to get our front foot down in the same way, the same spot every single time. So I want you to work that. Remember, 5 minutes a day. Just work on it. Hey, set a clock. 5 minutes a day. Just working on getting your foot out there, getting it out there. Okay, your shoulder angle looks really good, dude. Looks really good. We got this down shoulder angle. That was actually probably one of the most consistent things the whole way through, and showing your numbers. Okay, those hands going back and tucking behind you as you showed the pitcher your numbers. That was actually really consistent. I saw that on every swing in here. So we've almost got that on autopilot, so that's a good thing. Now we just have to get your lower half, your legs, doing the same thing every time, so that we can allow that catapult loading system to transfer the force from our torso or our spine into the ball. Okay, so you can see that you're standing up a little bit. Ooh, we get really tall, and it's almost like we're just curving back instead of just sitting our butt back and letting our spine fall in line and our head in line with our spine. Now let's take a look at a swing just before this one. Let's see, right right here, and this one was pretty good. Okay, so check this one out. Okay, again, good shoulder angle down. You got your gun sight on that front shoulder. You're doing really well with that. And what you'll see is those hands pull back. Okay, they pull back, and look at how far out we landed on this one. So when I was talking about consistency, the one before, the middle of your foot was slightly behind the marker. Now we're out in front. This is where I want you. I want that foot to land there every time, because look at how much more natural that swing looks in the start of it. Now this is, I think, a lower pitch, but it's a much better. Look at that alignment. So see what I'm talking about? I want to see this here. So through the head, through the spine, the butt, tailbone. So like right here is what we're looking at on what I want to see happen instead of standing up, because you'll see you just finish the swing and you stand up at the end, but not bad. I mean, Jose Bautista does that, and Cano does that at the end, but that was a much better transfer of power there, transfer of force. You got out there with the foot, look more natural, so make sure you're working on that this week. Get out there consistently, see that? And then once you go into your swing, you're letting the forward momentum, unweighting that bat, your catapult loading system, you're putting the work in, keeping the shoulder levels down, and you're bringing those hands behind you. They're tucking them, whoop, bad line. You're tucking your hands as you show the pitcher your numbers. You're tucking them back. Okay, you can see from there, boom, you can see that elbow almost disappear. And you can see him tucking back. You can see this elbow right here, and you can see him disappear behind you because it's disappearing behind the hands. That means you're moving them back. Really good with that, brother. Way to work on that one. Good work on that. So as you did that, you land and you just went into a nice easy swing. Boom. To be able to transfer all that power into that low pitch. And as you can see, we hit a good low liner. Okay, although if we would hit this a little deeper, okay, you kind of hit this off the front foot is where we normally about right. You see that? So the ball's coming in. We're going to make contact right off the front foot. Where a low pitch, we want to make contact more back here. But dude, this is a great swing. A little out in front, but you still hit it hard. That's what we're trying to do. Alright? So I want you to work on getting more consistent with your front foot and where it lands. Get it out there, okay? Get it out there. Your catapult loading system looks great, but I think if you just get that foot out there, then I think your standing up's gonna be fine. You won't be standing up. So keep working hard, Mikey. Good job, brother.